Hello, welcome back to Shop Talk. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Ion's Tough Sounds Hearing Protection Bluetooth headset. They claim a 20-hour battery life, hands-free calling, 25 decibel noise reduction and AM/FM radio with 20 presets. So first things first, I'm going to open it up and stick it on charge, and then I'll get back to you with the first part of the review. Well, I finally got into the packaging and managed to extract my headset. They come in one of these god-awful blister packets. I almost always cut myself trying to get into it. They're not recyclable, don't like them, just prefer a cardboard box myself. Anyway, the headset seem quite weighty, quite robust. The ear cups are just up and down. There's an LCD display for letting you know, I don't know what at the moment because I haven't plugged them in or read the instructions. Putting them on, yeah, they seem comfortable, and they certainly seem to limit the external noise, but we'll have a look at that later on. Comes with a set of instructions which I will read shortly. A very small, short USB charging lead, no wall adapter though. And more worryingly, they come with this little notice that says, please log online if you're having trouble with them before you send them back. So that said to me that maybe they might be a little bit difficult to set up. Anyway, I'll get them plugged in, charged up, and get back to you in a bit. I've got the headset charging now. I've replaced the charge lead that it comes with one longer one, more useful, and I've plugged it into a wall charger. You can charge them either that way or via your PC. The clock on the side is there by default and does 12 hours and 24-hour clock. And to change the time, you just make sure that the unit's turned off. You push your play pause button, brings up the hours, and then you can scroll up and down the hours. Similarly, you push it again and the minutes will flash, and you do the same. Push it once more and the time locks. Thing that would have me concerned is that you can quite easily push the play pause button when it's switched off and then change all the time, but none of the functions are time specific. It's just a clock for additional use. In the corner there you see a battery status indicator, and it's going up and down as it's charging, and I'm sure that will increase in solid segments as the charge progresses. On the back of the units there's a red LED there, and that shows that the units are charging and will go off when they're fully charged. As a little bit of an experiment, I'm just going to try pairing these up without reading the instructions on how to do it and see how I get on. I'm going to go into my Bluetooth. As you see, there's nothing there. Let's turn the headsets on. And look, they appear straight away. And they're connected. Wow. Now that was simplicity itself, I think you'll agree. Okay, now I've spent about literally 60 seconds reading the instructions, and now I'm going to try and use these. I'm going to turn them on, and hopefully they'll pair with the phone, which they have done. Now I'm going to play some music. The microphone's up here, so the soundtrack might be a little bit off other clips. Okay, so that's playing music now, and now I'm going to dial the phone and see if the Bluetooth happens. Dialing it now. And there you go, it's cut the call in, and to answer it you just push the play pause button and then you're talking, and you should hopefully hear me talking through the headset. So that all works. Can I hang up? And then it goes back to music. So we know the Bluetooth all works with the phone and everything, so let's try putting it on FM. Now, to get it to search for a channel, you just press the up or down button and hold it in for 2 seconds.
£3 monthly fee, available in the UK,
and it will find the nearest channel. And to put that channel into memory, I think you push and hold this for 2 seconds. Yeah, and that's now in memory position 1.
That's a kookaburra in a Hillman mix,
okay,
colliding with a set of tubular bells.
So now I'll try dialing again and see if the phone cuts in.
In Scotland, a house has been struck.
And there we go. Once I've got my home set sorted out, it calls and to answer. And now hopefully you should be able to hear my voice through the headset.
Mike Ashley has been questioned by
that
MPs
hangs the call up,
and
then we're back to the radio. So actually you've seen it more or less everything now.
It's a never-ending process of review.
There's only one other feature I haven't mentioned, and I'll come back to it in a second. I'll just stop this clip. The only feature I haven't mentioned is there's a aux-in port, and that takes a standard 3.5mm jack. So if you don't have a Bluetooth but you've got an MP3 player, you can just plug it straight into there and it overrides all the other functions and just plays through that auxiliary in. So there we go, really. I found it incredibly simple to use. I wouldn't have had to have read the instructions. A few minutes playing and I'd have sorted it out for myself. It's worked fine. It's done everything that it's supposed to. The only other test I need to do now is to see how long the battery lasts after a full charge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recharge it up, then I'm going to leave it playing music with the Bluetooth connected from my phone, with my phone plugged in, and I'm going to keep coming back and see how long the battery lasts. Of course, there's one other test that I really need to do, and that's how much noise that they block out. So what I'm going to do is cut some wood. I'm going to have my back to you, I'm afraid, and then I'll put the microphone inside the headset with me, and you can see for yourself how much noise they actually block out. Okay, so now I'm going to place the microphone in the headset with me, and we'll see how it sounds then. You'll have to bear with me because obviously I'm making this up as I go along. I've got to fit it in there with my ear, which could be easier said than done. Going to be a little bit uncomfortable for me, I think. So there we go. I hope that gave you some idea of how much noise they block out. Perfectly good enough for me. I'm well impressed with them. I've been using this headset now for maybe a week or so. They've paired faultlessly with any device that I've asked them to. They answer phone calls, no problem at all. The radio works on them just fine. The only thing that isn't as advertised is the battery life. I cannot get these to last anywhere near 20 hours in what I would call normal use. If you pair them up to a Bluetooth device and listen to music on it, they probably last 6-7 hours. If you listen to the radio without them paired to anything Bluetooth wise, they last a little bit longer, but nowhere near the 20 hours. The only way I could think that these might last 20 hours if you just paired them to a phone, but all you were doing was using it to answer the occasional phone call. The charge time, about 3 hours rather than the 2 hours they advertise. But other than that, they're really, really good, and I like them, and I could recommend that you buy a set. I paid £57.20 on Amazon, and compared to what I paid for my Beats Bluetooth exercise headset, which was well over £100, nearer to, I think. Different beast, but nowhere near the money, and good ear protection. Yeah, I like them. Go ahead and buy a set. Okay, hope you enjoyed the review. Look forward to hearing from you comments wise. More videos on the way. Keep watching, keep liking. See you soon.